Hi, babies. Mwah. I want to talk about this weird thing that media has done, where even in the most progressive film, we still tend to have these things of if a male character has empathy, then he's not protective or he's conflict avoidant. And I think the problem with that is we don't realize how much a lot of media really tells our children and us at a young age what roles are, right? So like the assumption that if you are protective, you don't have to be empathetic. And I think the issue with that is like you can immediately know that's false because if you look at mothers, right? A mother is very loving, a mother is very compassionate, a mother is very nurturing. Not all mothers, right? Yeah, I get it. We all got shitty toxic moms. But what I'm saying is a mother can be both loving and empathetic and compassionate and also, you know, shoot an intruder, fight somebody who's trying to hurt their child, be very physically protective. So I think that because we see that in women, I really want to argue that we really need to be pushing towards all men when they say things like, well, I'm very protective or my man's protective. He's not really, you know, the compassionate type or he's not, he don't do feelings like no. Like you should be telling your man that he should be able to functionally do both and if not, therapy is great. Therapy doesn't make you less protective, and neither does compassion, love, nurturing, and empathy. I loved all my children. I held and cuddled them currently. Like I can, they always knew they could come and curl up in bed with mom if they were having a bad day, all of those things. But they also knew that I would definitely somebody for them. 1000%. You could ask any of my children, and they would, hands down, reluctant to tell mom things because she's about their life. And I mean, like, because I think this is a narrative that women have. So many times we see women who are like, they want to stick up for their boyfriend, they want to fight for their boyfriend, but then their boyfriend is like non confrontational, and it's up to the woman to also protect herself. And I argue, like, they're like, oh, but he's so kind and he's so sweet and he's so nurturing. He can be both. You don't have to release the idea that my spouse, my partner, should be protective of me in order to be loved and nurtured. It's not an either or. I should be able to protect my significant other and speak to people about my people about how they may not mistreat him, and then he should be able to speak to his people about how they may not mistreat me. And if that can't doesn't happen, then he's not compassionate, nurturing, all those things, because he also needs to be protective of you, your energy, your spirit, your body. Um, so I just feel like women are trying to do the either or in heteronormative and get both or be single, is my opinion.